Question of the day. What mistakes can cause deals to die right before a closing or at closing? Now, it's not just mistakes. There are things that can happen. So let's just talk about them. I'll give you some examples, and I'll even show you something that happened to me during a walkthrough. So I'm going to talk all about that. So you're getting ready to close. Maybe the closing's tomorrow or it's in 2 or 3 days. First and foremost, do not buy anything if you're a buyer. If you're a buyer, and believe it or not, I had a guy who did very well for himself. This is years and years ago. Very well for himself, and he decided to go get a car and finance it. And then the underwriters take one more look at everything, right? And they go, "Whoa, your debt ratio is wrong. What you bought a car? You can't get this loan anymore." And I was like, why did you buy the car? Why would you if you've heard anything ever from lenders or anything, it's like a universal thing. Do not buy a car till after the closing. And he was like, well, it was a good deal. Well, great. You got a good deal on that car, but you ain't getting the house anymore. And he did. He lost the deal. He couldn't buy the property. Don't buy any washer, dry. A lot of times people like take out a credit card from Home Depot or Lowe's because they're getting a really good APR. If you saw that Saturday Night Live, APR. Or they're getting a good deal on it, or they're getting like all this percentage off to apply for the car, and they do it, and then it screws everything up. Look, do not do anything, no purchases, nothing. Close on the house, get the keys, everything's funded, yeah. Then do whatever the heck you want. Do not do it before the closing. That's one of the biggest reasons why deals die. Okay, what other things? You could lose your job. I've seen that happen a lot where people have lost their job a couple days prior, or something happened within their job. They didn't get their bonus, whatever the case may be. It happens a lot. This is why the best advice I give everyone, when you accept a deal, I always say give it the 50-50 rule in the beginning, right? Meaning this is going to close 50% or it's going to die 50% of the time because you still got inspections and everything else. Nothing is 100% until the money is in the seller's hands, right? Or the bank account, whatever. Because nothing is 100%, and there's nothing worse than a seller packing up their U-Haul. Everything's out of the house, and then the deal dies like a day before something happens. I mean, my heart goes out to somebody that got into a major car accident going to the closing, and something happened, they couldn't buy the house. The seller it's a nightmare for them. Now if you're in contract to buy a house, I mean, yes, that's the problem with real estate is nothing's 100%. But our job is to educate you to make sure that you don't do things to worsen the chances of you closing. Here's a good one. Make sure sellers that the house is in pristine condition for their walkthrough. Nothing irritates me more than when I do a walkthrough and there's still stuff in the house, or there's holes in the wall, whatever the case may be. Like you couldn't take care of your house. Like you were going to get one past these buyers. And the buyers come in like, I'm not closing on this house now. What is going on here? Look at all this. And it postpones everything, right? Buyers, take my advice. When you do a walkthrough, make sure you do it the day of closing. Here's a reason why. We had a closing once where, let's say it was on a Friday, and my buyer's like, hey, let's just do the walkthrough Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know if I could do it Thursday and Friday. I just want to go and close on it. And I was like, no. Well, thank gosh. Because if we would have done the walkthrough Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, we wouldn't have seen anything. Because literally at 2 in the morning, right before the closing, the whole AC system was leaking for so long, went through the whole ceiling of the kitchen. And they would never have known if they didn't do the walkthrough the day of the closing, like an hour before. The whole kitchen was flooded with water. It was crazy. Thank gosh. The seller was cool. The buyers were cool. They took care of it. They got everything remodeled. Yeah, we pushed it like 30-day closing because it had to be done. But this is the importance of things. So let's backtrack. Don't buy anything. Don't get a credit card. Do nothing. Just keep going the same way. If you need to buy something or whatever the case may be, wait till after. If it comes to something with your job, I mean, sometimes you might know something. Make sure you're honest up front with the lenders. But if it's a surprise, it is what it is. If you get into a car accident, my heart goes out to you. It does happen. That's not really a mistake. Sellers, make sure the house is ready to rock and roll. Don't sit there and have it all dirty and whatnot. That's one of the biggest things that drive me crazy. I'm looking at different things I wrote down, like title issues or Let's see, large bank deposits without documentation. Yeah, that's one too. Like, if you sit there and all of a sudden you're just like taking a whole bunch of money and depositing it, and you don't have proof for it, like why would anyone do that? I was reading an article about someone like they won a ton of money at the casino and they deposited money, and then it was like a huge thing to be like, where'd that money come from? So obviously, I always say this, it's more like common sense, right? Common sense, if you don't have it, will kill a deal. Meaning, it's common sense not to get a credit card or buy a car or do anything else. It's common sense to keep the house clean and make sure that everything's ready to go and everything's out of the house and it's super clean and ready to go. I don't know, I'm stuttering my words here. I do a lot of videos. So I hope that helps. Remember, with all the videos I do, I post my whole blog on it as well, so you can read up about it. We have a ton of questions, man. I have a ton of questions from people. So I'm just doing this, like I said, every single day I'm doing videos for you guys. You guys can go to our website, which will be attached as well to this post, that you can see everything, all the different blogs we do. Every blog I do will have a video as well with it. This is 2026. If you're watching this, I want to help you with your real estate journey. I still have to do a video about an occurrence, and I'm doing net sheets. So we're going to be doing net sheets as well. Be on the lookout how to do a net sheet properly. And I hope you have a wonderful day.